What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Michael Knapp Fishing. Today we're going to continue on with our series on rod specifics. We are going to go over the next step up in crankbait. We went with the micro crankbaits last week, so we're going to step up to our next set of crankbaits now, and that's kind of the DT10, the DT flat 7s, Aught Slim 6. Those crankbaits, the next kind of size up before we really start getting into the bigger crankbaits. So we're going to roll that intro and we'll get into it, guys. All right, everybody. So when it comes to wintertime fishing, everybody knows I love to throw a crankbait, and I'm going to throw a DT6 and a DT10 exclusively crankbait-wise. Now, I will mix in a DT flat 7 very, seldomly. Sometimes I will do it. Now that Aught Defoe has given out the Slim 6, I use it a little bit more, but this is the rod that I use it with. This is an Old 18 Outfitters Ambush series. Unfortunately, we're not going to be making it anymore. It is almost sold out, and we are going to move to a different rod series. But that rod series will still have one of these in it, and if not, our suppressor does. The suppressor has a series in it just like this. So this one is a 7-foot medium moderate fast, and it throws from a 1/4 ounce all the way up to a 5/8 of an ounce. It is the classic gray with the orange and black striping on it, and we've got the dual synthetic and cork handles down here that I really do enjoy. They look nice, they feel nice. These were actually the rods that got me onto Old 18. They were very cheap, very reasonably priced. I fell in love with them, and they're currently on sale for $45. At $45, you couldn't beat it when this is like a $150 rod. So absolutely love this rod. It's got some nice tip to it. It really allows me to be able to lean into those fish very nicely. As far as the line, yet again, I have 10-pound Suffix Advanced Fluorocarbon on this line. And that is what I'm actually throwing a DT flat 7 on right now. The idea, I'm a collector of the flats, so if they come in a box, they stay in the box in my office, but if they don't come in a box, they get fished. So as far as the reel goes, surprise, surprise, I have the Shimano Curado DC. I am a huge fan of DC reels. Everybody knows that. This is the 6:2-to-1 gear ratio. It really allows me to be able to chuck this thing an absolute country mile. When the wind starts picking up, you always hate having to cast into the wind, but you want to cast into the wind to be able to bring that bait back with the water current, because that's the way the bass are going to be positioned, all that jazz. That's another topic for another video, but the DC really allows me to be able to control that bait. If it's 15, 20 mile an hour winds, I'll kick this up to number 4, and it's going to still allow me to be able to sail that thing into the wind, and I will get no backlashes out of this. That is why I fell in love with the DCs right off the bat, because yes, I'll be the first one to admit I still backlash. I have issues backlashing, and especially when it comes to those itty bitty crankbait. Throwing into the wind, near impossible, and I hate using a fairy wand. I'm not going to throw a spinning rod on with my crankbaits. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to throw it out there on a spinning rod. I just don't like it. I like to use the caster, and that's what I've always been comfortable with. So when we went to the DC reels, it was a huge game changer for me, because I was actually able to get those long. I was still able to get 30, 40 yards into the wind, and I didn't have to worry about backlashes. I could just absolutely bomb that thing and get it out there perfectly. So that's why I use the reel that I do. The gear ratio, yet again, 6:2-to-1. I know some people are always harping on that 5-gear ratio. I'm not a big proponent on the 5-gear ratio. If we're talking the Strike King 8XD, the Strike King 10XD, absolutely go with that 5.3, 5.1, 5.3, 5.5, whatever it is. Absolutely, because it's going to wear you out. But throwing up to a DT10, DT7, DT10, what else do I throw on this? The Spro Little John, the Spro Rock Crawlers, any of those baits it's not going to wear you out throwing it on a 6:2-to-1 gear ratio. In the winter time, you really want to be crawling that bait along anyway. You know, there are some techniques where you can burn it in the winter, like Tactical Bassin does. That's a whole different story. I do have that set up, but that's for a complete, that's once winter time gets here, we'll talk about burning crankbaits in the winter at that point in time. But this rod, this is the rod that I use for the next step up in crankbaits. You can actually see it's got some nice flex all the way through the rod. It's a very, very nice rod. I enjoy it a lot. Guys, if y'all like these videos, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know where you're watching from. I do appreciate everybody tuning in and kind of understanding with my wedding going on and everything. We weren't really able to get out on the water a whole heck of a lot. I'm pretty sure this video is coming after the wedding. I'm filming this like a week before the wedding now, but I'm pretty sure this video is going to come after the wedding. We will do a little bit of fishing on the honeymoon, and then once we're back from the honeymoon, I promise everything will go back to normal, and we're going to go out onto Cherokee and Douglas and absolutely just smack some bass and have a great time, guys. Anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, notifications on. Take care, everybody.